What's going on, YouTube? Sitting here. I just want to make a little video. I want to talk about the worries I had before I started T. And this isn't really to scare anybody. I had gotten a question pretty much that, like, you know, how did I know that I was ready to go on T? I made other videos kind of similar to that, so I figured another approach would be to talk about the things I was scared of going, like, starting hormones. These are in no particular order as, like, the most thing that I was scared of or the least scary thing, okay? They're not even things. You'll see. So, the first thing I want to talk about is I never really, like, when I first started hormones, I always felt like I had to be man enough, or trans enough, as maybe you guys have heard of it. So, pretty much I just felt like, you know, like, do I really want to be a man? Like, I don't, you know, I kind of like, I liked the Spice Girls movie when I was younger, and I remember playing Barbies, and I don't really remember feeling like I was, like, you know, trapped in some body. You know, maybe I'm not really trans. Like, what if, you know, I feel like I just want to appear more on the masculine side. That was a big fear of mine, that although I felt like a man, maybe I didn't have the right requirements. You know, maybe I didn't meet those requirements. Am I really manly enough? So that was a big fear of mine. I wasn't really sure if, you know, of course, yeah, I felt like a dude. You know, I just felt like I was a dude, and that should have all that mattered, but it didn't in my mind. I felt like I had to, you know, really list all the reasons why and have, like, these really hardcore feelings. And again, like, the fact that I wasn't 5 years old and saying I want to be a boy really felt like I didn't qualify. You know, I was 22 years old and only then discovering it, or only then really feeling like these feelings, or rather matching up the feelings to what they were, because I was fit in this female mold with these, you know, masculine feelings and traits and insides that, you know, I kept trying to put it in the slots and it wasn't fitting, you know. Another fear of mine was the health aspect of it. A little bit of hypochondriac. Actually, don't go on WebMD or any of that crazy stuff, because I'll probably feel like, you know, I shouldn't go to bed because I might not wake up in the morning. But, yeah, so health aspects. I was really nervous because I was nervous of just overall. I didn't want to have a heart attack. I'm still nervous. I don't want to have a heart attack. I don't want my neck to grow extra large. I don't want to have a higher risk of blood clots. And actually, the first thing that I was told was that if you start hormones, when I was first starting hormones, we're talking like 4 or 5 years ago, the biggest thing then was that you don't live as long, okay? You die at a younger age if you start hormones. That scared me because that made me think that I was going to die if I took hormones younger. But in reality, it's more the fact that now you have a male hormone, and males tend to more likely to pass away earlier than a female. So if you're a female and you become a male, you're more likely to pass away quicker. This is all, like, gathered information. It's like all the random things you hear from every which angle, just, like, gathered in one spot. And these are just really true things that I was scared of, whether they're scientifically true or not. These were my fears. You know, these are the things that made me feel like, you know, am I really, really ready for hormones? I just wasn't 100% sure. Another big fear was really just not feeling like, having this fear that I won't feel like a true man, that even if I do hormones, and even if I get top surgery, and even if I decided to get bottom surgery, I would never really feel like a full man. Like, I would always feel like a lie, or like, you know, half man, half chick, or whatever. Some physical things I was scared of. I was scared of losing my hair. I didn't lose my hair, but I definitely, well, you can't count this. I was in a fashion show and they cut my hair, so. But I must say that my hairline has receded, and my hair is thinner. That's a true, sad statement. So I'm trying to remember everything, and, you know, it has been some time. I think the overall theme of the fear of starting hormones is change. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how much hair you're going to grow. You don't know if you're going to grow a beard. You don't know if your voice is going to get super duper low. You don't know. Some people, lose crazy amounts of weight when they start hormones. If you have felt like a male your whole life, or whatever, female, whatever, if you felt like that since you were 5, then starting hormones is probably not really that scary. You're probably like, it's about fucking time. But if you're a little older and maybe you're 40 or maybe you're 30 or maybe you're 20, you don't know what's going to happen. You're going to take hormones and like your whole life is going to be awesome. Or if you're going to take hormones and like nothing is going to change as far as your life, like you're just going to be a male now. But looking back, some of the fears are true. Some of them are. I'm happy I had the fears because it made me really think and think and think and think. If you're really not scared of jumping out of the plane, then you might not check your parachute twice. And you might not notice something isn't right. And you might jump out of that plane in pure excitement and joy and just like so excited that you're not really being cautious at all. You might get yourself into trouble, You don't want to end up 6 months down the line and things have been changing in your body and now you decide you want to go off hormones. I mean, take away all the body side. That's like mentally going to be really difficult for you. Feeling one and then feeling another identity and going back and forth, it's a hard thing to do. If I could go back and say something to the older, scared me, I would just say, I would just really ask, do you really want it? One of my biggest determining factors was that I could not see myself as a mother. I just really couldn't. I couldn't see myself as a mother. Couldn't see myself as a 40-year-old, masculine-identified lesbian. I just couldn't do it. It didn't feel right. It didn't sit right. I didn't want to be that. It didn't seem like me. It felt like I was going to be molded into something that wasn't me. And all I was trying to do is mold myself into what I am and what I know is me. It's okay to be scared, and you really, really are so scared that you just don't even want to start. I think you should wait. I think you should really wait until you're really, really ready, Try to find a therapist. Find one at school. If you have insurance, look through your insurance policy. If you don't have insurance, go to your local LGBT center. See if there's a guidance counselor there. So, look around. Try to find other ways of expressing yourself so that you can see how you're expressing yourself and reread what you think that you really want. All right, guys. I wish everybody the best of luck in all their journeys. And, no matter what you choose, life's going to dish it out to you. So it's going to be rough at times, and it's going to be smooth as ice at other times. All right, guys. That's it.